With that, Christine.
Well, how wonderful it is to be here. It's always deeply touching to come back to this energetic space. And even when I'm away from this space, I feel connected to this community. And I've said this before, that the energy of this place, and you are part of this place, all of you, hold and bring a special space to my life, even when I'm not here and traveling internationally. So it's a great gift to be here again today. So I want to welcome you. And, I was interested because the Pleiadians specifically gave me some messages of the importance of speaking on a certain level today about certain pieces of information. And then I thought, I better have a look at the website and just see what the energy for the month is today. You usually have a theme for the month here. And it was allowing beauty. And of course, it fits perfectly with what I was being asked to bring here anyway. So I love that divine synchronicity. And so, the most important message that I'm being asked to bring, not just here, but throughout the world at this time, is the importance for each one of us to come back and start focusing more completely on our pure light source of our higher selves. That we start to bring our attention back to who we are and understand the truth that everything sources from within us. That is now the time to begin to bring our conscious awareness, not out to this individual or saving the planet or saving the hungry in the world, but it's about coming back to the focus of self and coming back to meet, to allowing ourselves to meet the inner beauty of who we are, of bringing that attention back to allow the full force of our sacred selves to emerge. Now, the Pleiadians speak about the lifting of the veils that has begun on this planet and is going to accelerate on this planet from June 16th through the rest of the year. And I want to talk about these lifting of the veils because they give us an ability to allow this beauty of ourselves to emerge and expand so that we can truly have a direct experience of this pure light source that we are. Because this is the new dawning energy. This is the new dawning time. And the second half of this year is going to bring to all of us incredible opportunities to realign back into our pure source of light. This amazing brilliance of our higher natures flowing in. But it's up to us through conscious choice to begin to reach for that within ourselves. Not out there, not up there, but the source of it begins within the heart, within the very energetic core of your own physical framework of this vehicle that we call a body, that houses an aspect of that connection and allows us to reach deeply to that very pure light source of ourselves. This is the important time, and that is allowing our beauty to emerge through conscious choice. That is the element of this time, consciously choosing to reach for that which is sacred inside of us. Now, what I want to talk about is the lifting of the veil, so you understand exactly what I'm talking about. So there is absolutely no doubt in your mind what that means, because a lot of people say, what does that mean? We have all this jargon going on. And what does it really mean? So let me bring some words forth that may bring a real clear picture. And I'm very blessed. The Pleiadians often give me very concrete pictures that support us in being able to understand what is happening right now on this planet, what is being given to us as an access for our unfolding. So this is a very clear picture. Say, here you are, you're all sitting here in a theatre, the curtain goes up. And when the curtain goes up, when the lifting of the veils take place, behind the curtain, you are given what is revealed behind the curtain is a truth. It's like awakening from the dream. And this is really what's going on in real terms, that when the veils lift, the third dimensional illusion that we've been living for lifetimes melts away, and we suddenly get, I've been dreaming. And in front of you, as that curtain rises on the stage, is what is behind the curtain is remembering and reconnecting, a natural reconnection to who you are in your expanded nature, in your natural state of awakening. So you begin to open your eyes and begin to feel and experience who you are in that greater space, in your pure source of light. So the lifting of the veils is the moment that curtain goes up on the stage and all is revealed in front of you. This is the time for us to source ourselves on another level. The dream is this space we see ourselves in this human form of limitation and lack, of disconnection, of struggle, of fear. It's a challenging state. We've come here to have the human experience. And what the Pleiadians are saying so importantly, that each one needs to allow, yes, the beauty of our sacred natures, but also to allowing the beauty of our humanness, to just be there, to accept ourselves in that vulnerability as a human being, to celebrate that human aspect, those little idiosyncrasies that we all have in our humanness, to hold ourselves in that loving, compassionate way and be willing to allow the beauty of our humanness, our imperfection, and to celebrate that as we open and come into our hearts and consciously reach inside ourselves for that sacred connection. That is beauty in motion. And as you reach inside and allow that connection, and it's always through the heart space that you're going to get that connection, that sacred connection. It's always through the acceptance of yourself. The moment you accept yourself, not perfect, because you're never going to be perfect as human. That is part of our experience here, having an imperfect experience, making those mistakes. We know that. But loving our humanness and knowing we're having experiences and the courage that we have taken to live out this life, to be here now in this human form and dealing with the changes that are taking place, the courage that takes for each one of us. To receive ourselves in that courage, for one moment, every cell in your body transforms in that space. And your heart begins to open. As the Pleiadians say, like a flower to the sun being our own brilliant light. The moment we allow ourselves to honor the beauty of that human part, in all its form, in the rage, in the fear, in that struggle, for all the things we have done or not done. In the vein of unraveling and walking our stories. And these stories have brought us right to this moment of time in this sacred space. So the Pleiadians speak about that we need to source from ourselves. All focus needs to be here, because it's from here we can access everything we need for ourselves, from that sacred, pure, sacred source. Not being perfect. You don't have to achieve perfection to align to your sacred source. That has been an illusion, a lie that has been woven through this third dimensional illusion. Yeah, I can't become enlightened until I become perfect. Well, you can forget that. I mean, it doesn't matter how hard you try. You can't do it perfectly. And the more you try, the more frustrated you get and you feel like a failure. And it's like a catch-22 situation, striving for perfection. We've been taught, be perfect, then I'll be loved. Trying our best. Just to me, that was the biggest turning point in my life. When I was down on the Sea of Galilee, and I know I've told this story a few times, but it's an important story. I was guided to stand. I was in Israel. I was standing by the Sea of Galilee, and right by the town of Capernaum where Jesus had his ministry. And I'm standing on the edge of the sea, such a sacred place. And I could see this light coming across the water towards me, and it was Jesus walking towards me. The pure light and presence of his heart was incredibly overwhelming. And I just fell to my knees on the ground, sobbing with the brilliance of that light, the beauty of his presence. And he came closer and closer and stood by me. And I expected some really kind of beautiful words from him. And he said to me, when are you going to resurrect yourself? You've had yourself up on a cross. You've put yourself on that cross, and you are the only one who can take yourself down. You have come here to resurrect yourself in this lifetime. And that was the turning point for me to begin to let go of trying to be perfect and forgiving myself for everything that I felt I had done, and realizing there was even nothing to forgive. That was the next step. So I took myself off that cross. And to me, that self-resurrection is an important thing for each one of us here to work on. I know from that day on, it was a daily introspection of seeing where I was still holding on to things that I felt that I was responsible for condemning myself so much for all the things I had done. Instead, they were just series of experiences that I needed for my unfolding, and understanding I was not responsible for anybody else, just myself. And this self-resurrection piece is really key to really allowing your beauty to shine. Because if you don't feel good about yourself, you can never, ever allow yourself to come into the heart and really, really celebrate who you are. Celebrate your beauty. In all the shadow side, the joy side, it's just feelings and experiences. It's not who we are. It's not who you are. It's not who I am. And so that unfolding right now, when we're being asked to many of you have begun that process of coming into that central place, into the heart space, and really allowing yourself to come home. This is home. And the beauty is it's so simple that when you come home to yourself, then you are able to unfold and call forth all your nature, all your pure light source for self-healing, for manifestation. It's such a simple piece, but it's letting go. Letting go. It's like that picture the Pleiadians have given me for years now, where you're hanging onto that branch of the tree like this, and below you is that river of light flowing. And all you have to do to let go is open your fingers off the branch and allow yourself to be held and carried by that river of light that you are. It's that simple. And then you just are carried into a flow, your sacred flow, your pure source of light. And from that space, everything can be unfolding for you in your life. And it's very simple right now because the veils are lifting for us to align into that sacred flow like never before. And then you allow the beauty, yes, of your pure light source, but you allow the beauty of your humanness. And my experience is that my pure light source supports my human element. So there's a change of relationship taking place within me. This self-loving element has grown and flourishing. My heart is open and I have this love of myself. And that sacred part of myself is supporting my humanness as well, to move and flow and trust and keep letting go. I'm unraveling and unraveling and unraveling into this state of beingness. You see, the time is over to be sourcing outside yourself. My role on the planet right now is just to hold this energetic platform, open the veils, while you come in and open and align to you, to your heart space, creating a lifting of the veils for a few moments while you make your reconnection to that self, while the curtain rises on the stage and all is revealed in that moment of time. The fourth, fifth dimensional energies that are not illusion that we live in here, it's where you connect to your unlimited space. When that veil lifts, within those space, there are other rules. It only takes 1 second for you to reconnect, to glimpse that truth in that moment, and it anchors through every cell. The truth anchors through the cells of the body. And you hold that truth within the cells of your body as that takes place. What the Pleiadians are really putting out there, and it's a message, a universal message. It comes from the Pleiadians, but it comes from the universe. Because the universe are waiting for us to return, to take our place within the collective consciousness, that God consciousness. Every part of the universe becomes more when we return back to that awakened state of being. And it's very simple of just holding the heart, bringing your consciousness, your attention to where you feel your hands on your chest, and just let go gently. Just letting go gently. And allowing yourself to trust, and allowing that energy, your essence, to begin to grow here And it's through here that you can start anchoring and start accessing the information, your intuition. You can start building your connection to that pure source of light of your higher self that you are. Allowing your natural beauty to shine forth. You see, everything moves through you. You are the center of that universe when you link into this space of your heart. This is where the truth is. And as you breathe and let go into that space of time, you meet this aspect of your light that you are always meant to connect to at this time. This is a big time now for us within the new dawning phase. We turn a corner from June 16th, when there's a series of the lifting of the veils. And the Pleiadians say the lifting of the veils is going to happen about once every 3 weeks, from June right through to December. And with each lifting of the veils, for those who are willing through conscious choice to say, yes, I'm ready, I want this, this is my time. It is time to come home to myself. Don't try and work out your solutions from your ego mind. It keeps you in the cycle of the third dimensional illusion. The ego mind only knows that space. It's limited in its perception. But there is an unlimited source of ideas here, waiting to be given out to you, that you can source from, that you can become your center of your world. And from here, everything flows outwards and unfolds. You only need this to walk your path. This is what you need right now. And the universe is supporting in the way of these series of lifting of veils right now. For you to link into the lifting of the veils, and gosh, we've got a couple of weeks, 2.5 weeks or something. I think it's 3 weeks tomorrow, countdown. But you need to really work with this alignment with your heart space. You want to be anchored here, not perfectly, because guess what? You're not going to do it perfectly. We know that. You're human. But if you can sit for 5 minutes every morning and just bring your hands here, bring your conscious awareness here, and feel the warmth of your hands and breathe, and just come in, and this is my space. Own and claim your heart, your natural beauty. Your pure life force comes from here. This is how you source the connection and build that sacred connection for yourself, for your life. This is you coming home. You. The beauty, allowing this beauty of yourself right here now. You can claim this for yourself. No one can give you more than your heart space. No one can give you answers from them. You source from yourself, but you have to claim that source. You have to, and you don't even have to believe with your ego mind. That's the good news. Because the ego mind always has a story, always wants to break everything down, always wants to minimize anything to do with the Sacred Heart. And it's because it doesn't want to be replaced. It's afraid of being, totally no longer useful. But the ego mind we need. We do need the ego mind. We need it to help us organize our things. And I speak to my ego mind and say, yeah, you can help me with lists this afternoon, but this morning I'm here. I don't need you coming in. But this afternoon I will need you. And we do need our ego mind. We've got to balance. But the ego mind's been running our lives. It was never meant to be that way. So it's the heart space that carries your information, the clarity, the understanding. It will bring to you the solutions, the divine solutions for you in your life right now. No matter what your problem is, guess what? All answers, all solutions that are right for you, not anybody else, they're your answers, your clarity, your understanding of your path come from here. And then the energy, that beautiful connection from that pure source of light that you are, supports that human part that's struggling, that's tired, that doesn't know, that has fear, that is, just really just plodding along, not knowing, wondering, worrying, all those third-dimensional pieces of our humanness. And with the support of that sacred part of yourself, the human aspect gets rest and renewal. And the physical cells in your body that have disease, that are just carrying the kind of the worry, maybe the depression or the fear, it builds in the body and creates this disease. Those parts of the body can rejuvenate. But this is about you allowing this beauty to emerge within you. And how much are you willing to allow in this space? Let's just take a breath right now. And it's the time for this. It's time to move out of the tiredness and going from one extreme to another extreme, being joyful, then afraid, then struggling, then joyful, and all this seesawing energy, trusting and then being afraid. There's this whole back and forward seesawing energy and emotion as we work through that ego mind. And today we're going to align to the Sacred Heart. And I don't usually do this here, but I think we need that process today. I think we need to come into the heart now. I can feel the energy of the veils going to lift here to support everybody. So why don't we do the process, just a gentle process, knowing that when you come tomorrow morning and wake up, put your hands on your heart. This is home. I always remember E.T., home. That beautiful little voice of E.T. But it's true. This is home. You need to really program yourself. Wake up first thing in the morning. Bring your hands here. It's the whole chest area. And feel the pressure and the warmth of your hands. Why don't you do that now? Just feel the hands on your heart space and take a breath. That's it. And just bring your awareness, your conscious awareness, that means your attention. So wherever your attention goes, that's where your energy goes naturally. So as you bring your hands there, your hands might feel cold, warm, heavy, it doesn't matter. Just bring your attention there and take a breath in and out the mouth and let go. Ashatai. That's it. That's it. That's it. Let go. That's it. And let some sound out if it needs to come. Just let go. Bring your attention deeper. Take a breath in and out the mouth. Let go. Yeah, this is home. This is the entry doorway to aligning back to your pure source of light, that higher self. Now take one more breath. What I'm going to do is bring in some sounds. And just drink in the sounds. Just keep taking a breath, letting go. The veils are lifting here. Akoshata inea. Ushe onda ine i ushe o. That's it. Take one more breath now. That's it. And let your consciousness, your awareness go deeper, almost like you're being pulled in, drawn into that source, that space of yourself. Consciously claiming the space as whole. This will take you there. Now take one more breath and just let go. Ashata-i. Take another breath, letting go into your heart space. Take another breath and let go again. That's it. Bring your attention deeper into the space that you're holding. Consciously, through conscious choice, choosing to open and align into that space of your heart. Eshata inea. Eshe'o meshe'o. Meshe'o. That's it, claiming yourself, bringing your conscious awareness deeper, and just letting go again, letting go of that branch of a tree. Just letting go, ashata-i. That's it, claiming your heart. Consciously claiming it, ashata-i ne'ah. That's it. Now I want you just to bring in a sound with your unique frequency into your heart space. This is a sacred sound that carries the frequency of your pure light source, and just place it into the space of your heart. So listen to me and how I say that. Anda. You say this now. Anda. And just breathe and let go. Anda. That's it. And your own unique frequency of that sound is going into the space. Now take a breath and just let go. Ashata-i. That's it. Now bring the sound in once more. Anda. That's it. And allow it to flow through the space. Take a breath, letting go. Just keep letting go. Now reach in with your attention into the space, however it's presenting itself, and claim your heart. Breathe and let go, anchoring your place as doorway to your home through conscious choice, which is going to open the space and give you access. It's not going to close off. It's going to stay open so you can align to the energy of this space. The first thing you do when you wake up in the morning, connect to home. Bring that awareness in, take a breath, and the space will automatically open up to meet you. The more you allow the alignment, this sacred alignment, the more you consciously choose to allow your beauty connection to your sacred source, the faster you are going to evolve to that sacred source and how it's going to work through your life. Now take another breath and let go. And it's through this space that you can bring your third dimensional issues of solving problems, coming into clarity and understanding in the different elements of your third dimensional life. This is the time for us to start sourcing this sacred heart connection, because the veils are lifting. There is a new path evolving for each one of us. It's like the veil has lifted, our path is revealed, and in those moments we can connect like never before to this alignment to the Sacred Heart. And it's about you celebrating the beauty of yourself as that jewel and starting to glimpse that jewel and birth it and allow it to evolve within you, to evolve that central force of yourself, and just naturally you become a transmitter for the rest of the world. It's the only gift we have to bring. It's the only gift we were ever meant to bring, being on this planet, is opening to our authentic selves, to this sacred source, this pure source of our light, and just allowing it to naturally shine out onto the planet as we move through the world, doing and being. It's really about being from this space and allowing everything to unfold around you. As you align to this source of yourself through the heart space, the universe responds by sending reflections of your light to you in all sorts of ways in your life, with abundance on many levels. You start directing and flowing from this central place of your heart space out into the world. You create from this space here, not forcing or pushing any doors or trying to make things happen, but simply moving with the sacred flow from your heart space and allow it to move you. So you're being moved through the world rather than trying to work it out and forcing your way here or there or making things happen the way your ego mind thinks it should happen. You see, your ego mind's very third dimensional. It doesn't understand the magic of the divine that you are. It does not understand the beauty of natural miracles that are an everyday occurrence in a fourth, fifth dimensional setting connected to your sacredness, the beauty of your sacred pure light. It's essential that you start aligning in readiness for June 16th and just allowing a continual natural unfoldment. And once more, the Pleiadians say, like a flower opening to the sun. That's your heart. The heart is the flower. As you come in, the heart can expand and the petals can expand, and soon you are wide open to your pure source of light. I live with that energy flowing through me. I am my source. My heart is wide open. It couldn't be any more open than it is. It is fully open and expanding, but continually to expand dimensionally, from one dimensional expansion into another space. And I move through the world from this center. This is my source. You have your own source that is needed in the universe. You have your own unique flower to bloom within your hearts. This is your natural state. Look at it that way. It's returning back to a natural state, awakening from the dream, allowing your divine beauty to unfold within your heart and unfold for the world. This is our destiny in this lifetime, all of us. It matters not whether we're a dishwasher or we're a high-end physician. It makes no difference, because when you come from that space, that amazing energetic opening, we are all equal. There is not one more than another. Just we're so uniquely different, and your uniqueness is needed in the universe. There's mine here, unique, wide open. And there's yours that needs to unfold more. So you start and you work only from that central source. That is all there is to do. There is no other way, as far as I can see. There, in truth, that is the only way from the heart space. And it's not trying or struggling. It's being, sitting quietly with your heart and being willing to allow yourself to slow down and allow the brilliance to emerge through your heart, the clarity to come, the information and understanding to be brought to you from your sacred source. This is our journey. This is what we're here to do at this time. And we are not alone. We have the tremendous support from all life force groups in the universe. And people say, well, who are life force groups? There's the spiritual realms, the angels, the light beings, the masters. We have the alien energies, the Pleiadians, we have the Lemurians, we have the Octurians, we have many life force groups within the universe supporting us in this transition, lifting the veils to support us in these sacred alignments back to source, to our source. And most importantly, we have our own pure source energy, our higher selves, that are just waiting for us to come here, to come home, to allow ourselves to re-experience the sacredness and that beauty of our natures. And it is not just a fairy story. It's a truth. And it's the time for us as a community to really support each other in the sourcing here and coming from that space. Because when we come from that space, all third-dimensional struggle, fear, pain, worry just dissolves. It's like it doesn't exist, because it doesn't. And when you're here, you're just weighed down like you're carrying a burden a lot of the time. Here is our liberation. Here is the magic of who we are, the divine aspect of that pure source, allowing our beauty to emerge and honoring all parts of ourselves in that honoring. Not perfectly, remember, just step by step, moment by moment. So I just want to hold the space for each one of you to take the steps each morning, wake, and come home. And all it takes, not your ego mind saying, oh, this is ridiculous, how stupid, but with a moment of placing your hands here and consciously choosing to align to home, to that pure source. One moment, that's all it takes. Every morning, 1 moment of time. You start your day with that connection, and might be longer than 1 moment, but 1 moment's enough. Step by step, moment by moment. So I'm just going to bring in a little energy here, just to hold the platform and support each one of you in your next steps for yourselves. The sacred beauty, allowing your beauty to come home. I wish to honor each one of you and all that you are in this moment. So be it. Thank you, everyone.
Well, I just came back from a weekend, a shamanic gathering, and did some journeying, and I have done some journeying with Christine's teachings too, and I have learned that it is when you journey, you go into your heart, and this song was inspired by that, some journeys. I am a citizen of Earth and the whole universe. I like to travel to the stars. I've been to Jupiter and Mars. I've skated Saturn's shiny rings, gone to Mercury to sing. Uranus and Neptune aren't too far, just a quick trip in my star car. Ooh, well, I travel in my star car. Ooh, I like traveling in my star car. So many friends, the angels and Pleiadians, they welcome me right in. It's like the love fest of your dreams, out in the galaxy, so free. I bring this freedom back with me. It whirls and twirls inside my heart, then goes spinning out and out and out and out when I travel in my star car. Ooh, I like traveling in a star car. Center of the galaxy, something you'll just have to see. It takes you out to so much more, a whole universe to explore. In my star car, ooh, I like traveling in my star car. Oh, oh, oh. Not so hard to do, you can all come do it too. No advanced technology, just a willingness to be open up in heart and mind. Leave the old beliefs behind. No, all possibilities exist in these realities, and we'll travel in our star cars. Ooh, travel in our star cars. Oh, 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 in our star cars. Ooh, we can travel in our star cars. Oh, oh,
So let's just feel this circle that we are creating together. The power that each one of us holds in this circle. Each one holds of space, of light, that is unlimited in form. And between us, we create this incredible force of light that can go out across our country to touch all those in need with our love, with our intention and integrity. So through conscious choice right now, let's just take a breath and feel our circle of light and the force of the energy here. So this energy of this circle of light, let's start to send it outwards, rippling out across Minneapolis, across the cities, St. Paul, out across the country, a shatai, like a wave of light going outwards to support all those in need. A shatai, Hom Daine A, Om Om. That's it. Take a breath. Let go. That's it. Sending out that light that you are. The Shatai. And feel the force of the connectedness. And may we as a circle, each one of us, be held also within this circle of light as we move out into our lives, carrying that point of light that we are within this circle forward and allowing it to naturally flow outwards to all we connect to. Shatai, Om Daine A, Om Om. So be it. Amen.